Greetings, everyone. Oh, I forgot I just sent that text out. Welcome to another episode of our celestial quantum healing. Those are big words. With our hosties, with the mosties, Janita. And then we
Hi.
got Brady, Brady, K. Yes, Brady K. Brady, where did the K come from?
Kay is my middle name.
Oh, okay. I thought that when I asked that, but I just had to make sure.
Yeah, and it's just literally it's just Kae. Okay.
Oh,
It's
okay.
Irish. Well, so is Brady.
Okay. That's interesting, fairy. Fairy of all fairies. Yes. Who knew? Who knew? Who knew? Italian, Irish.
Yeah, my grandpa on my dad's side was Norwegian and my grandma's Irish and Norwegian.
Mm, sounds
So I'm
extravagant.
more Norwegian than Irish, but there's a little bit there. She was redheaded.
Spicy.
She definitely was.
Spicy.
Interesting. Interesting.
Okay, y'all. So we did our homework at the last minute, but we did it. Okay. So this is the data that we had collected. Was and honestly, this I feel like this is a good question. Okay. We catching up from last show where we were talking about intimacy. And then so the homework was to ask from a male's perspective, like what is like a romantic night for a male. And so I really kind of wanted different perspectives to see like what the males would come up with. But we talked to a male. Mm. And he was just like intimate conversation. You know what I mean? Like just intimate conversation, maybe a walk in conversation. Yeah. So that was cute. That was cute. That was cute. And I can dig it. Me being uh uh we said the name of it, but I forgot again. One of those mental people, you know what I'm saying? Uh that's turned on by the mentals. It starts with a
Sapiosexual.
who?
Sapiosexual.
Sapiosexual. That sounds interesting, doesn't it? It sounds like a species.
I know, right?
Like a species of some kind of alien. Sabio. All right, I'm done. So that's interesting. Okay, so for me, because I don't think that I went into what I feel like is a romantic evening for a dude. And I actually had planned one before where I did like run bath water and, like kind of massage him a little bit in the warm water, wash his back. And then while he was, putting his lotions and everything on, doing the rest of the stuff, I went in and put on his t-shirt. And back then, that song T-shirt was popular, it was popping by the Destiny Child people. And so I had did that and did a little dance, did a little dance. hmm And then we made a little love. But I had the mood all set up. I had like bought new comforter for the bed, just the decorum. I had did the decorum and everything and cooked and stuff like that. But now, if I had a lover, I don't know, y'all. I have never. No, that's a lie. I was gonna say I ain't never had sex outside, but that's a lie. That's a lie. But I would like to have sex outside somewhere. I think that would be my hot shit. I'm trying to think like where. I've had sex in the park. I've had sex on the beach. I've had sex in a car while he was driving. Oh, that was fascinating.
Oh, fun
Yes,
and dangerous.
it was. I will never forget that. It was a rental car. And he was a big dude, like not, like big, but big. Like he was like 6'4", you know. Chocolate too. He was so chocolate. Yes. Um, anyway, honey, yeah, we had did the thing and he was driving and it was crazy wild. Like, oops. I don't even remember how the sex felt. I just remember the rush. I was like, nigga, you gonna be
Right.
able to drive? Like, let's see what's popping. Like, ooh. But I want to do something like that. Like, I feel like my next lover is gonna be like some kind of like daredevil type? So I want to do some daredevil shit. Anyway, so that would be like
Adventure.
my romance would be like some daredevil shit. Get the adrenaline going a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm. I don't know why it just popped in my head this movie where this guy likes to be choked. And so he put
What-
a belt around his neck and fucking killed himself. Yeah, well,
Oh, wow.
when he came, like he liked to be choked. And
Interesting.
yeah, it was a movie I had watched one time, and I was like, "Damn, nigga." Well, he died in bliss.
Wow. Like going all the way to the edge. Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, but I'm feeling like that now. Because in my mind, in my life, I feel like I jump off of a lot of cliffs. You know, so like, why not jump off like a real one? Mhm, like I'm on my adrenaline shit. You know what I mean? Like really, it's time to. I feel like it's kind of time to push that envelope of life.
So you're gonna do like bungee jumping,
I'm definitely gonna
parasailing?
bungee jump. Definitely gonna bungee jump. Definitely gonna bungee jump. But I want to do something that scares me a little bit. Like the bungee jumping would be super fun. The hopping out of a plane would be super fun. Like that's not scary to me. But what is the fuck scary is literally jumping off a cliff into some fucking ocean? That's fucking scary. It's like, whoa, nigga, if I even land wrong, like if I do a belly flop, nigga, I mean,
Very broken.
you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta straight down. You know what I mean? Hold your nose. Could you imagine the force of that gun of your nostrils? Like, whoo, buddy. And don't let it be no rock right there. You're done. Like
Mm,
that's
mm,
scary as fuck.
mm.
Yeah, I want to do some
Go
shit.
ahead.
I want to do some shit like that. Brady, like I'm straight. Brady, like I just went there in my mind and I'm cool. Like,
For real. For real. Mm-mm. Good on that.
he's so red, like Lucifer.
That's funny.
That's the second time I done made somebody red as fuck on my platform. The first time it was funny as hell. It was Kay. I ain't never seen a woman of color turn fucking red like that, nigga. It was so funny. I was like, damn. I ain't never seen no shit like this in my life. But anyway, so that's my romance, for this lover that's coming is some adrenaline rushing. Ooh. I just seen myself on a motorcycle. Yeah. All right. Okay,
On
this is fun. Huh?
I said on the edge.
Yeah, on a motorcycle. So one time, so one time, I was talking to this really spiritual guy, right? And I don't want to say we was dating, but we was just kind of seeing what could, you know. We talked about everything though. But anyway, I love elephants. He loved elephants and he had been to India before, like for real, for real, for real. Like he goes there and he studies. It's this guy that's super popular that's like what they call like a master teacher. And so he goes and like studies under these master teachers and shit. He was the one I was talking about a long time ago where he went invisible. This
Mm.
was a real thing. It happened. He went invisible. Nobody could see him. And so we was fantasizing and everything because I love elephants. He loved elephants. He had been to India and they have like elephant rides and stuff out there. And so I was like, oh, sex on top of an elephant. So, oh, that's a homework assignment, y'all. Let's do a bucket list. Oh, I gotta write this shit down. Bucket list. Ooh, do y'all have bucket lists?
With a few things,
Huh?
but not as extreme and as awesome as your stuff.
But you have bucket lists?
Hmm.
Yeah, in my journal.
Oh, let's talk about it. What's on your bucket list? I haven't had a bucket list since 35. When I had my first one night stand at 35. It was amazing. It was amazing. On my 35th birthday, I had a one night stand. It was amazing. It turned into a few night stands, but I was in the DR and yeah.
my my bucket list have mine is more like vacation type stuff, like
Hmm.
vacation.
Hmm.
Or just okay, not all romantic, and also vacation. Like one thing I did do, which a lot of people do all the time, but it was a big deal. Me and my mother went on a cruise last year. That was on our list since I was a teenager. We had been talking about it for years, and we went last year. It was my birthday present for me, and birthday present for herself. And I had the best time of my entire life. It was so wonderful. I stood out on one of the decks. It was me and her by herself on one of the decks where you eat and nobody else was there. And I just cried staring at the ocean because I had imagined it for so many years of standing on the cruise ship and looking at the ocean and seeing nothing but ocean and sky. I was like, Mama, and she paid for the whole thing. And
Hmm.
I was just like, thank you so much. This is so wonderful. And I was like, Mama, we're here. We're actually here. Like over 20 years of wanting to do this. And I was like, Mama, we're here. We're here. Thank you so much, Mommy.
See what I mean? Like that feeling. We need to make a
Yes.
bucket list, goddesses.
Oh my gosh.
And it's got to
Yes.
be our mission.
Right. Another is for
Oh, that's
me,
an assignment for the vortex. We got to put it in the vortex.
that'd be great. Another one for me is to go to like um Sedona. Oh, that's a big deal for me.
Oh,
Sedona.
Arizona? Hmm.
Yes, and I want to do a medicine retreat. You know what I'm saying? Where I take with under their guidance, whatever the
Under my guidance,
medicine
you're
is.
going to be with me. We're going to have so much
Okay,
fun. We're going to have so
excellent.
much
'Cause I
fun.
want to do that so bad. Like that is so huge to me because I hear all these stories
Whew.
and I want to experience that. I want to see what I'm going to see. It's on me so strong. I know I'm supposed to do it, so I can't wait to see what is going to be become discovered and what gifts are opened up when I do this. So that's a big bucket list that I like huge. I'm gonna say that's number one. That is number one on my bucket list is Sedona, Arizona, plant medicine retreat type of thingy. That
Mm.
big deal. And other stuff is like I haven't done yet the walking on the beach with my man. Like
Mm.
all my different relationships. I haven't done that yet. And so in my current relationship, that's what we've been talking about like crazy. And we want to do that. We may do that. Maybe Thanksgiving time. I don't know. We'll see. But that's what we're talking about right now. Walking the beach, romantic, romance, that right there. So right now, those are Oh, and going to Cancun. Going to Cancun. I had my sister and my stepmother lived there. So what a perfect. I always wanted to go there anyway, and they live there. That's a twofer.
Hmm.
So those
And
are the things that's
they
on
do
mine.
have a lot of retreats out there too, as far as the
Really?
medicine is concerned. Yeah.
Oh, okay,
I actually
okay.
flew into Cancun when I was going to go to a retreat in Yactan. It was like a couple hours away though. It was a couple hour drive.
Yeah, that's where she's from too. You could tell my stepmom.
Yeah. That's where the retreat was. Interesting.
Interesting. Yeah, I want to do one of those big
But
time.
I would like to go to Cancun too, is just for fun.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I never did. Like I was on the West Coast for so long. And then it was like so popular, that you know how I am with trends and shit. I'd be like, mm-hmm. It's trending, I ain't doing it, type of situation. But when I landed out there, I was like, yo, like this is lit. Like the atmosphere just made me feel like I was ready to party. So any space like that, that's where the fairies need to be. Like
Right, right,
flat out.
right.
Yeah. So what are some of the things on your bucket list, Brady?
Um, one of the things is to go to Egypt.
Mm.
Mm, Egypt so bad.
It's right here in
I
America.
want to
No.
have, I know.
Right,
The
I know,
other
right?
I
Egypt,
want to see,
right?
I
The
want
other
to see the
Egypt.
yeah, the big pyramid and all that, and what else is on my bucket list? To astral project.
Hmm. Are you ready
Like
for it?
I go there in my mind, like I'll pretend I'm inside like um a bunker in like Antarctica or something like that, or
Mhm.
I'll pretend I'm in a spaceship but actually like that, that's in my imagination. So I mean, I'm just starting. So and yeah, I don't know if I am ready for it as far as my physical vessel because I could be more healthier, more physically
No,
fit.
that doesn't have nothing to do with it. What I mean, ready, I
Yeah,
mean like
But maybe I'm
mentally.
just using that as an excuse because I'm scared of something else.
yeah. What I mean is like literally looking at your body while you outside of your body. That freaks a lot of people out.
And snatches you back in if you stare
Oh,
too long or too close.
oh.
This face, this face. No, but I'm just saying, because I was totally into the astro projection. I even bought the Monroe Institute, the people that work with the CIA and all that, you know what I'm saying? They videos and shit. And then when it came time to do it, I was like, I still got work to do. Number one, it would freak me the fuck out at that time. I was like, it will freak me the fuck out to pop the fuck out and just be looking at self like, hey, self, weird. And then, two, I knew that I still had some fears, about things that go bump in the night. You know what I mean? So, um, now I done cleared that shit up. But I was kind of like, yo, do you know how creative my mind is? So the monsters and the, demons that I didn't create it, bro, like they hideous. So to be right here with it, like, what's popping? I'm not ready for that yet. Like, just in case that happens. You know what I mean? Because you be so nervous and, you might just literally project that into your projection. It's like, I be thinking about all the things, honey, all the things, because I want to have a great experience. So that's why I asked if you ready.
No, that's a good point because yeah, I there might be some things out there that I'm still that could still scare me when I'm outside my body.
Yeah, I
So
mean, they're your own thought forms.
Yeah.
so I've done it. I've done it, and it's been over 6 years ago, and I really wanted to do it so bad, right? And it was a video on YouTube that had a um they had the binaural beats or whatever. They had that
Mhm.
going on. And then there was also someone talking, right? That guided you through it. Why the heck did I not? I saved all the videos, right? I saved all the videos for some crazy reason. The one video that works perfectly, I don't know what video it was. I don't know who it was. I didn't save it, and I was so upset. But anyway, I had never done it purposely to listen to that video and did it that exact same night. When I turned the video on, it was so awesome because the way that the music was, it's like the music vibrated me so easy out of my body. And
Mm.
I was like, wow, I can't believe how easy that was. I thought it was gonna be hard. So I basically I did like a 2-in-1, right? So I went up a little bit. I'm in a bed with my at the time partner, at the time boyfriend. And so I I lifted up, I turned and looked back at us on the bed, and I was like, ooh, right. And then I might have went back down that time, but then I wanted to go back. So I went up through, we lived in an apartment. I went up through the ceiling, up in the air. I was looking down on my neighborhood. I went, I'm gonna say not by the moon, but I went really high up in the air and was looking around. I got so high, I got excited. I got too excited, and I came back into my body. And that's literally my own on purpose experience. But it was so simple, and I'm like, you see all kind of videos now that say, this is how you do it. And they're gonna talk you through it or whatever. But it was nothing has been like that other video. I can't believe how easy it was. I wish I could find it because I want to do it so bad. So now I'm in the mindset of, okay, look, it's time to buckle down and do this again because I'm ready to go some places. And right now, I'm not really scared of anything right now, especially with everything we've been learning. So I'm not really scared. I just want to do it. But it doesn't mean you're gonna see something as soon as you do it. Like I didn't see anything but my neighborhood and looking down and just seeing where I was. Plus, plus, I mean, I know everybody's experiences, but you are in control. Your mind is in control. You're gonna go wherever your mind says.
Mhm.
So,
But that's what I mean, just for me myself.
right,
Like,
that
I
station.
also know how colorful my mind is and how
Right,
I like to push myself.
right,
So it'll be me, the one that motherfucking wake up, and it's like, you know, and I gotta be like, I love you too, bitch. Now what else is
right,
going on? You know what I mean? Like,
right,
so that's what I'm saying, because like that's the kind of adventures my black ass would be.
right, right.
And then the flying and all of that beautiful stuff. But
That was fun. That was fun. Oh, that was so much fun.
oh, but that's what I was gonna say. You already done it once and you created the neural pathway already, in your mind for that travel. So that's probably why self won't let you find it, because you probably need to do it yourself. And then you come up
Oh,
with a way to instruct people on how to do it.
interesting. Interesting. Okay. So
Because
what else,
it's
Brady?
the third time I've heard you say that. And not even in, astral traveling and flying, how
Yes,
it just feels like so easy to you and so natural to you. Like, maybe because it is.
that's true. Listen, I was telling April, as far as flying. The fact that I can't fly on this side of the veil is so crazy to me because I fly so much in my dream state and it's so simple and it's so easy that when I wake up, I feel like I should be able to literally just go outside and start flying. Like it feels like it should be second nature. And I'm like, well, I don't understand why I can't. And I'm so serious. I'm like, I feel like I should just be able to just go and start floating and flying wherever because it's so simple in my dream state.
Hmm.
So, but I know that's happening at some point because it's so natural.
Hmm.
It's so natural.
So you
So,
supposed to be teaching the people. Go on, get to it. Anyway, Brady K, we went off on a whole tangent.
yeah, exactly. Go ahead, Brady. We did
But
go far. Go ahead.
that's amazing to hear your experience with astro traveling.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can't wait
it's
to do it.
interesting that it's so easy for you because I've done those videos too, and I don't get past like the imagination part of it. Like I don't feel the physical leaving my body. I'm just imagining myself floating above myself, looking at myself. So I don't know if that's what it really is, just you imagining, or if it actually physically you feel it.
You feel it. Excuse me. You literally feel it. You feel your body come up out of, excuse me, your spirit. So come up out of your body, literally. It's behind you. It's not you're not there. And you can turn around, you look around, you see yourself, you look around, you can see stuff in your house, and you can just move around wherever. You just move around. And it's so neat. It was so neat.
Like when you
And I'm
went
like,
up through the ceiling, did you see like were you in a building or was it just like the ceiling and then you were outside?
I was in an apartment building, but let me tell you what's funny. We lived on the bottom floor. It's 2 stories. I went up in the ceiling and ended up outside. I didn't go through like the person who lived above me. I didn't go.
Oh,
Isn't that interesting? I didn't go into their house. I went through the ceiling.
and you were just outside?
Yes. Now that I think I remember going up through the ceiling, but I also felt like I was like I went through the wall, like through the window. Like at my um the foot of the head of the bed, there's a big giant window. So I went up. It's like I went up and through the um the apartment. I went through and just went
Okay.
outside. And then I'm looking down at the cars and the top of the buildings and the top of the trees. And I kept going up higher and higher. And I was like, oh, this is so neat. And then going up higher and higher. And I'm looking at the moon and I'm seeing myself going closer and closer and closer to the moon. But I didn't get to the moon. I didn't go that high. I was too scared to go that high, to be honest with you. But I was having so much fun, and it didn't last very, very long. But it lasted long enough where I was like, "Oh, this is awesome!" And I literally thought that I was going to be doing this all the time. I
Hmm.
haven't done it since. I've tried, it didn't work. So yeah, April, because it on me so strong, I got to do this again. I got to do this again. So I'm gonna have to start concentrating and doing this because it's a big deal to me.
Yeah. But there are it's amazing still, Brady K, to be able to, get your physical vessel ready and prepared, what you're doing. So, not in your, when we say imagination, it's like almost like I don't want to say a discredit, but like a disregard. Like, oh, did you just do it in your imagination? It's like, yes, bitch, and it's popping. You
Right.
know what I mean? Because this whole reality is your imagination. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So, that is definitely a form of astral travel. I talked about that in the vortex, a while ago. That it's not just being able to physically, doing it on this physical plane, but you also most of the travel, most of us that really be, because you take mushrooms. You take mushrooms. So you already know about that travel. So that's a real deal Holyfield type shit right there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, to do it in a material, I can only imagine how fun that is.
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm ready to see the outside the construct. That's my thing now. What? Oh. But anyway, back to Brady Kate. We're not talking about me. Go ahead, girl. What's your other bucket list?
Um, to I have a store that I'm like that I like manifesting is my
Mm.
bucket list.
We,
I manifested my restaurant that way, and so I'm like, okay, let me write about the store that I want.
Awesome.
ooh,
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome.
ooh.
So there's that on there. And I mean, I have it all detailed out, like what I want the furniture to look like, what I want, what I want to sell, like the services I offer. I have the whole thing, because like when I did my restaurant, I I drew even a blueprint of like what I want the floor plan of the restaurant to be. And it's so funny because I went back and after like the restaurant was done, I've been um, open for a while and I found my journal again, just like randomly. And I went back and I looked at the floor plan and it's almost exactly the same. I didn't get my wave shaped bar that I wanted, but that's all right.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's
Well,
awesome.
yeah, I know that. So that's I know how powerful it is, So I put that on my bucket list, and because it's like you know something I want to leave my legacy as, like, and show people how to like uplift, and uplift each other and live harmoniously, even though you don't believe in the same things or do or think about the same things. You still can live united in a common goal, which is that everybody deserves to live,
Ain't that the
you
truth?
know.
So I have a question, Brady. I have a question.
Yes.
This, what you just said is very fascinating to me because it reminds me of another story of someone else. So, how much time in between you writing down how you wanted your restaurant and the time of you opening a restaurant? How much time in between from the time you wrote it to the time you ended up um, opening it up?
uh like 5 years.
That's interesting. Let me tell you why.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad to hear you tell this story. I don't remember the man's name, and people who are looking at this may remember his name. Y'all remember on The Secret, the movie The Secret?
Hmm.
Remember the man who his little so they his little he had a room whatever, and he was looking at his old vision board. His son was there. His little son was there with him, and he looked at the picture of the house he wanted on the vision board, and he just started like, "Oh my goodness, I'm living in that house." He forgot that that's the house he want.
Yeah,
The house he
I
was living in is
remember
the house
hearing
that was
that
on the vision
story.
board. You remember that? And that always blew my mind because to me, I don't know, maybe because I just think about stuff so hard. I don't know. I felt like that is very interesting. You were living in this big tail house that you had your vision board, and it didn't click to you until you saw the vision board that you're living in the exact house that you want to live in. That is so awesome to me. So that's why I wanted to see how much time for you went past. So it was 5 years. So that's really interesting to
Yeah.
me how these stories happen because it's y'all manifested. It's literally like y'all literally put it out there and leave it and walk off and let the universe take care of it. And now you're seeing that the only thing different is your bar, but you have everything else the way you wanted it. That is
Yeah.
so awesome. I love that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
It is. I'm writing now. I'm going back to this formula that I used when I manifested back in 2020 when the world was in upheaval.
Right.
Like I would never forget that time. I was living my best life. Like I think I traveled more in that year with all that craziness going on than I did, just like in that one, because I traveled a lot, pre-baby. But I think in that one year, like I hadn't traveled that much in a year's time, than I did during the Rona. That's what I call it, the Rona. And
Mm-hmm.
I told the story before, but I feel like it fits now because I'm doing the same thing. I switched up the formula just a tad, but 3 months I came up with this formula to write my perfect day, have a bank account, and it was other things too that I was journaling. But also, that's the thing I forgot. I was meditating at that point up to an hour a day. Like I started at 30 minutes and I had gotten up to like an hour a day. I forgot all about that, the meditation. I don't meditate for an hour anymore. I kind of stopped feeling like I needed to. Like shit just come to me, you know what I mean? And then in my waking, like I'll take about 10 minutes and do my like visual meditation and then like I'm kind of out of there, you know what I mean? And then I'll sit around or lay around for a minute, see if there's any more messages for myself, and then I'll just start my day. But anyway, so I was like, I'm gonna do this for 90 days. I'm gonna do this shit for 90 days. And so just the meditation, the journaling, the perfect day, and the bank account, right? So in less than 90 days, I put that shit down. I got scared. I got scared. I was like, this shit is real. Like, this shit is really fake. Like this shit is really not real. Like we really create this fucking shit. Like I got scared. Like I made six figures in those less than 3 months. Like and basically what I make in a year, I made in those couple of months. Like and then literally see some shit that you wrote in your journal like play out. And then to think about the person that I was with at that time, you talking about vision boards. So when that shit came out, I finally made a vision board. And so I
Right.
had put the lover on the vision board. And I remember out of all the things that was on the vision board, the lover part was the only thing that I really like. I remember staring at it and I was like, I want him to be like, this lover, I want him to look like this lover, but not be a liar. And then, like all this shit. And I didn't like the guy, I didn't even pay attention when I met dude that he was the dude that I manifest because he looks like another lover that I had. And actually, their birthdays are a day apart, literally
Wow.
a fucking day apart.
Wow.
But he was a liar. But anyway, it didn't appear that way at first. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so like it pops off really fast, putting your intention and your emotion into it. And then I heard someone say, I feel like this is important too. I heard someone say combining as many planes of thought, so as many dimensions as possible. You know what I mean? So, like when you're writing something that's 2D, you're in a 3D, and your thoughts, you're pulling thoughts from the 4D. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I had that in mind. And now that I know what I know about the subconscious and working with programming it, the emotions are crucial. How you feel is crucial. It's a major player. It's a major player. It's a major player. Okay. It's a major
Yeah.
player. But anyway, yes, thank you. See, Brady got some hot shit in there because these are hot topics. Okay. Like
So I
seriously.
So I have one more thing to say,
I'm
and I'm hearing in my head, I'm being screamed at. Okay, so I have to say it since I'm being screamed at. All right, I know. I see you, April. Okay, anyway. All right. So this is also my bucket list.
Oh.
It's been on my bucket list um since my very early. I'm sorry. I'm like, where the heck a fly come from? But anyway, like I hadn't seen this the whole time. Anyway, ever since I was in my early 20s. Um, when I was a Christian, me and my mother went to a retreat, a woman's retreat.
Mm.
And this woman, I had never seen this. And when I saw it, I was like, I'm so gonna do that one day. This woman did a one-woman show. It was so fascinating to me. I just fell in love with what she was doing. I was like, oh, this is so good. It was so wonderful. And it just totally captured my heart. And it made me want to do some acting and stuff like that, right? So then years later, um, it worked out where I was able to start doing acting. And so I've done stage plays, played the lead, all that stuff on the big stage and the crowds and everything. That was so awesome. But the thing that has always been there was doing one woman shows. Well, I didn't really understand why I hadn't done them yet in the past, but now I do understand why. It's
Mm.
because I didn't know at that time that I was going to be coming out of religion because I was thinking it's going to be, religious topics and stuff like that. But now that I am where I am now, and the real thing in truth, um, I know that at some point, I'm not saying it's gonna be right now, but I know that at some point I'm going to start doing one woman shows. See, and so obviously I'm being made to say this on a platform for
It's a
accountability.
marker.
Right,
Have you started
right.
writing? Have you
No,
started writing what you would want to say in your show?
no, no, I haven't started writing. I'm gonna tell you what made it click extra, which was in the vortex. Who was that
Probably
one
Crystal.
of the it was Crystal, yes. She posted this woman. This is so I know this is huge. Like I'm getting emotional right now. Like that this lets me know for real that this is gonna start happening at some point. The woman's voice. I only listened to one video. I didn't even listen to her whole channel. But that black woman with her extremely different sound, the tones, the way that it vibrated in my body, in my mind, it was so beautiful. And I can't tell y'all who it is because I don't remember. Maybe I can look it up because I
Maybe
didn't
that
give her.
wasn't Crystal sings like that. But
It
I
was a
think it was Kay, the Chantress.
something like that. The picture was dark, like black and white,
Oh, that
and
was Sakina.
that's who posted it.
Yeah,
And the
just
person,
recently.
yes.
That was Sakina, yeah.
And then the she posted the woman's song, and of course when you go look at it, you see all the other songs and
Yeah,
stuff.
that's
And
Sakina.
it just related to me so much. It was so powerful. It was so powerful. The second I started, second as I was listening to it, I literally saw myself doing like y'all remember in in Christian churches, you got the praise dancing and stuff like that, right? And so, like, I literally saw myself doing that. And I was like, oh my God. And it was just so beautiful. And then I was seeing a combination of me, like, doing that with my one woman shows, a whole combination. And I was like, oh, this is good. This is so good.
Okay, so we're gonna be traveling, doing shows, boo.
Right. So clearly I had to put this out here. Anyway, let me not say it like that. I had to put that I had to put that out there. I had to say it. I don't know when. I'm not concerned about when it's going to happen when it's supposed to.
Mhm.
But yeah, and I'm excited about that because look, I'm 50. That's in my early 20s. I've been thinking about this for the longest. So that's going to happen at some point. So I'm excited about that. And you talking
Yes,
about like
and
writing?
right
You talking about
now,
writing? You talking about
well,
writing? I never had anything to write. I never had anything to write for these moment shows, and now stuff is like, oh, go ahead.
and I mean, just your life period is
Exactly, exactly.
enough to
All the
talk in a one
transitioning.
woman show. Yeah,
Exactly.
and I can see you on stage like acting out each, you know how they have each it's one act, but there's like,
Different scenes
different
and stuff.
chapters, different
Hmm.
scenes, yes. And like doing your transition into each scene, like just flowing, and it's beautiful.
Yeah. So I'm excited.
Mm.
Yeah.
I'm
And
excited.
yeah, we put these intentions out there, and we let go, but after that it's your actions that you do. Like, what are you doing to prepare for that moment? Are you just,
Right.
you're gonna wing it when it comes? Probably
And,
not.
yeah, this was
Like,
literally what
hey, that's how I do it.
But
stuff like that
there
is going to
are no, there
it's
are
still
small
structure.
actions that we do to bring those
Structure.
things about in our life, like
Yeah.
Right, to
like
put the
um
vibration out there, you know what I
yeah,
mean? To let the
even if it
Yeah.
is,
universe know this is where you're vibrating and to attract
Yeah.
yeah, even if it
Yeah.
is just writing, your writing, that's when you like, have you ever heard the sound of a pen or a pencil on paper? That's a vibration,
hmm
you
Mm.
know?
Mm-hmm.
And
So go ahead.
like next time you are journaling, like, I don't know, um, see if you can hear that sound and like kind of meditate
Go
on it.
into it.
Writing.
Go into it. Yeah, go into
Yeah.
that vibration. Go into the whole fucking scene. How fun. That's what I do every day. Like I look forward to now writing down, write it in my journal, my fucking perfect day. Like that is the highlight amongst so many other things in a day. Like I have fun doing that shit. Yeah.
So let me be transparent. Okay. So back in the day when I was young, I used to love journaling. Oh, I had books just full of my life and different things I've done and stuff, right? And then I got to the point I didn't like doing it anymore.
Hmm.
And then I was in my channel no, my reading with April. I was told that I need to start journaling. And I was like, oh, I don't want to journal. I don't feel like journaling, right? And I was like, and it's always coming to me. I'm just like, ugh, ugh, ugh. And then I was like, it's gonna come when it needs to. It's gonna come when it needs to. So how about listening to y'all earlier before we started recording and the stuff that y'all were talking about? I was like, I started getting excited, and then that spark came to like, okay, let me start doing it now. And I'm very happy about that because when you feel when you feel like you're being pressured to do stuff, you don't want to do it like that.
Hmm.
But when you sit, well, as you just trust that stuff is going to happen the way when it's supposed to and how it's supposed to, in which I've been doing better in that area of just trusting and just being like, hey, I'm relaxed. Everything's going to happen the way it's supposed to. And so I got excited listening to y'all talking about y'all journaling and stuff. And I was like, okay, I'm ready to start now. And that makes me feel good that it came like, you know. So I'm ready now. I'm ready now. And then this came up, about my woman shows and you saying what y'all saying what y'all saying. So everything works out the way it's supposed to.
It
So
does.
okay.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
I'm part
Yeah.
of bucket list Brady. Shit.
And like this selling, like me starting to sell my product um is like huge for me because I feel like it's slowly growing, and it's just so exciting.
That's awesome. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
and I've been like tweaking my label and like I'm glad it's going slow because I every time I jump into something and go all in, get all excited, and all I always burn out every time and never fails. So I'm grateful that the everything that's happening is happening slowly and like not even like the store had just had like a really busy weekend, but I was working and even the weekend before that they were busy and I was traveling, so I was like, oh, I missed the busy weekends, right? I could have sold a lot of stuff, but then also at the same time, it's like, you don't even have the inventory if you did. Like your little 16 bottles ain't gonna put you through two busy weekends. But um, yeah, I'm just happy that I am investing in myself and my
And
future stuff.
watching it unfold, for the longevity. If we notice that people when they telling their success stories, the ones where you don't hear a lot of trial. You know what I mean? They everything happened real fast, da, 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 and they always lose it fast. You know what I'm saying? And then it's the process of losing it and then regaining it. You know what I mean? And so right now, everything you're building a momentum for longevity. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So you're
Shout
gonna
out.
see the details and things. You're gonna be paying attention to the details. You're gonna be a clear channel. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's like you won't have to experience a lot of bumping of the head or a lot of what people call failure because you're a clear channel. It'll be like, I might not want to do that. I don't know why I might not want to do that, but I'm a, and then you'll see later, oh, that's why I ain't want to do that. You know what I mean? Whether it's seeing somebody else's experiences or just having that premonition real fast, at a later date, like, oh, that could have happened. Like, okay, I was straight. So yeah,
Yeah.
Mhm.
definitely great honor for that. And two, like I said, you building the momentum, girl. You are doing that thing. You know what I'm saying? And actually, we give thanks putting your creativity out there for the collective.
Mhm.
Yeah. I mean, that's what our
That's a
fruits
big
are
deal.
for. Our fruits are for us to share with people. Like a apple tree doesn't eat its own apples, you know?
Facts. Facts. So, all right. So we didn't talked about the bucket list, and so Miss Goddess Janita, honey, has been dying to talk about periods. So let's talk about the
Yes.
damn periods, honey. Let's
Yes.
look.
Girl.
It might seem random as fuck.
Yes. Okay. So I can't wait to see how this conversation goes and any information that we get. So I have had especially me as a black woman, we have a lot of us black women have fibroids and ridiculous to a point that was like, oh yeah, I got fibroids. Like it's just so normal. Like it's just a normal thing. Yeah, fibroids. Yeah, I got. Oh yeah, I got them too. Yeah, but because of us having fibroids, a lot of us have ridiculous bleeding. I know me, it's insane. My bleeding is ridiculous. When I looked online to see the average of what's supposed to be average of women of how much bleeding a woman's supposed to have, I fall out laughing. I was like, are they serious right now? Is that real? Because they showed like these little itty bitty, little tiny little, little beakers, a little cups of a little teeny bit of blood, just little stuff. I was like, I do that in 1 hour. Like, are they serious right now? And so, like, it's been times where I've worn, no lie, it's been times where I've worn 3 super plus tampons and then the overnight pad. Yeah,
What?
like my
How do you?
yeah, I don't.
Like, bitch, how are you alive?
know, right?
No, I mean, I've lost a lot of blood. Like for I didn't. I guess I just bled for 20 days, but and I did get dehydrated and stuff. But like 3 Super Plus tampons at once.
Yeah, I've done that several times. I've done it
Didn't
several
that
times.
hurt?
No,
How did you have to put them all in at the same time? Then none of them
I
got stuck.
like one after, I do one after the other, and I move it out. When you put it in, you move it to the side so they can all be beside each other.
Hmm.
Yeah, and so
What?
and then sometimes 2 and 1. If I do one, like especially in the first 2 to 3 days, please, I'm telling you, I can't leave the house sometimes. Like, forget sometimes when a certain part of my cycle in the beginning, I don't leave the house because there's no point. If I leave the house, I'm going to have a huge massacre. It's going to be ridiculous. So I don't leave the house. And so it'll be times. Sometimes I might go to the bathroom twice in an hour of just right. I'm not saying that I don't know the things that I need to take to help with this, okay? But like mine is like extreme. And then when I wasn't taking my iron like I needed to, eat my ice and all that type of stuff. And I didn't realize how important iron was until 2 years ago. I knew iron was important. I knew that's very important for us, but I didn't know that iron literally affects everything so much in our bodies. And it got to the point where my blood pressure went up. And I didn't even think that I didn't have blood pressure problems. So I was thinking I was like real weak. And I thought that my blood pressure was low, right? Especially with bleeding and stuff so much. I thought my blood pressure was low.
Yeah.
And I wasn't having my cycle at this time, but I was so weak where I was me and my boyfriend were out eating at a restaurant and I was just like, right. And where I was at the point I was like, in my head, pick the fork up, put it on the food, put it in your mouth. I was like, what the heck is going on? And he was looking at me like, what in the world? I was like, I'm just tired. I'm just tired. Right. I just need to go to sleep. So I'm thinking my blood pressure was low. I had told my uncle about it, and he was like, you need to check your blood pressure. And so, come to find out, I was at stroke levels and didn't know. I was at stroke levels. And so I had to go through that process, went to this special gynecologist woman, and she had to go in and see what was going on. Now I don't remember the numbers. They're in my room somewhere. I didn't know we was gonna talk about this. I didn't know I was gonna talk about this specific thing. But the lining in our uterus, that's for the baby. And if you don't get pregnant, then that's how we have our periods. The lining, all that blood that was prepared for the baby, that it doesn't come, then we have our cycles. My lining is insane. Like this doesn't even have anything to do with the fibroids. She was my gynecologist was blown away of how thick the layer of my blood is in my uterus. It's off the chart. So like let's just say most women is like this. If you can see, and it's like this, right. Let's just say theirs is like this. Mine was like like this in comparison, even though that's not the real numbers, but you understand it's
Yeah.
in comparison. And she was like, "Oh, like this is crazy." So she gave me a DNC because it was just like so much. And then found out how big my fibroids and stuff were. Um, And I took the medication for a little while, but it wasn't doing anything. The medication I was taking was supposed to lessen my periods. It just made it go through the roof. I was bleeding even more. So I stopped taking that. But anyway, so throughout my life I just had serious bleeding, and it's been getting a little bit better, a little bit. And then I'm starting to take. I got products to take to, do like it used to do to help get rid of my fibroids and stuff. But um, my thing is like, I know our periods are important. When I found out some women go to 60 something years old, their cycle, it made me so upset. Like, are you kidding me? 60 something years old, this lady was like, yeah, I still have my periods. What do you mean you still have your periods, right? And you just get tired of the bleeding every month. And and during that, after I had that surgery and everything, of course I bled for the longest. I bled for, so oh, it was ridiculous. And I'm at the point, I know that they're important, and I need to understand the extreme spiritual importance of cycles, because I don't want my cycle anymore. I'm going through menopause too right now. So that's a whole nother thing. And I'm just like, can my period just be gone like some other women's and just stop, and I'm good? Can it just be over now? I'm not having any more kids. Can we just be done? I'm not about to go and get no, I'm not going to get my uterus taken out. Heck no, that is my portal. That's staying right there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not getting anything taken out. I just wanted to be done. I just wanted to stop. But I know that there are spiritual reasons for our cycles, and I know that they're. I need to hear, to help my mind, the importance spiritually for our cycles, because I don't want mine anymore. I'm tired of it. Only time I didn't have it was when I was pregnant. You know what I'm saying? That's it. So I want to not have my. Sometimes I beg my
I guess
body.
you'll just have to get pregnant.
No, yeah, that's not happening. Sometimes I beg my body, like, hey, y'all, come on, let's just skip this month. Let's just skip this month. Just come on, please. Let's just have a good month and no cycle. And that just feels so good. Let's just do that. Clearly, I'm not talking to it strong enough, but yeah, so that's where I'm at, y'all. That's where I'm at.
Um, have you tried chase tree berries?
No, that's a new one. Chase tree berries.
Yeah,
No.
chase like the bank.
Oh, write this down.
There's an extract called Vitex that I have taken,
Uh-huh.
and it
VITAX.
definitely um Vitex.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, it's just chase tree berries. The so if you, I mean, you don't have to get Vitex. There's other brands too, whatever. But it did help my periods where my cramping wasn't so painful. And
Shockingly, I don't go have cramps. Isn't that hilarious? As much as I bleed, I don't cramp. I go through where I say, I made up a word. I'm like, I feel, what did I say? Um, I feel, all of a sudden, I forget the word I use every month. Um, periodical, some crazy word I made up. I'll just feel like,
um,
but
well, the guy that I learned about it from, his name is Haru something. I don't know.
uh-huh. So what does it help you? So it
Anyways,
just helps your cramps? Did it help
so
lessen
he
your
said
period?
he said it also helps women with fibroids and their bleeding and stuff, and it helps with painful cramping, and so it helps like the full spectrum.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because see, moringa gets rid of fibroids, and I know
Um
this.
um And then there's the olive leaf extract.
Oh, olive leaf extract is the bomb. Okay.
That could help you get rid of your fibroids too. And I don't know, I've never tried it 'cause I clearly lack self-discipline. But they say like fasting while you're taking them helps enhance your healing.
No, I'm just playing. You see my
Uh,
face. Okay.
like I said, I have never tried it.
Right.
I've lasted like maybe a day. And I'm like, nah, I feel better. Let me go get some fucking tacos. Like, fuck.
Right. Right. I want something unless I'm not supposed to. I will go with my spiritual flow. But if mine can just be cut off, I'll be happy. But if part of my theme is for me to continue to have my cycle, then I'm it is what it is. But if I can not have it anymore, I'll be great. I'll be happy.
Do you think it's just because you bleed so much that you don't want it? Like if you were regular, it because like the only time I don't wear tampons, but like sometimes I'll have to wear two pads to bed. But that's just because
Have
like
y'all
I'm
tried the poise pads? They're usually for
oh,
women or women that urinate, but um
I've
I'm
they're
done the
wearing
period.
huh?
I mean the period panties. I've done the period panties. They don't work for me. It just goes off to the side.
No, the poise pads.
I haven't.
POISE. Try
I,
those.
I'll
They,
try those.
they
Like
hold
my
a
clots
lot
are.
of
are
blood.
they do they have the all cotton ones? Because I can't like I struggled for so long with like itchiness and everything down there, and I didn't even realize it was because of the pads that I used.
Yeah, the chemicals in there. I
And
Mm.
don't
I
know if
was
they
using
Need
the
to be something to look
always
into.
uh, like or ultra, you know. So now I only use all natural 100% cotton. The
and so
only thing that's not natural is the sticky side of the
right,
wings. And that's
right,
the pad, you know. So,
right. I also have my blood clots are insane. Like it sometimes looks like I'm having a miscarriage every month.
yeah.
Yeah, try those poise pads.
Okay.
Mm.
And the chase tree berry. I mean, it's just it's not gonna give you any side effects. Like I have taken it myself and I didn't get any side effects. So I'm just going off what I experienced.
Did
You
it lessen your period? Because I'm not mine isn't a pain issue. Periody. That's the word I
mine
should say. Periody.
mine always lasts 4 to 5 days
If I
now.
could have a cycle for 2 days, women who say, "Yeah, my cycles are only 3 days, and I barely bleed." I was like, I don't even know what that's like. That sounds like a fairy tale to me. Like if I had 3 days only, oh, that would be awesome. My periods used to go for like 2 weeks. Now they're at like more like 7 days.
Oh
I'm like, if
dang.
I could have 3 days, I would love it.
Well, I have like 2 days of like heavy bleeding and then like the first day is light, last day is light.
Yeah, I'm on about 7 days, 6, 7 days.
Oh wow. I
And
couldn't
it's so
even
much better having
imagine.
7 days because they used to be more. So I'm like, oh, good. Only 7 days this month. I'm like, oh, that's wonderful. I'm doing better.
Wow. Um, it's interesting because I heard that we used to didn't even have periods. And
I had my babies, it's over with now. But go ahead.
yeah, and the only time we did was like after childbirth and it was, to clear everything up out of there, you know what I'm saying? And What was interesting too is I had a girlfriend reach out to me and we were just talking back and forth and I was just telling her, I was like, this period, I go through these different cycles where I just be tired. Like
Yes,
I'm just like exhausted. Like this
yes,
period was like that for me where I was just exhausted, like non-functional. Like I
yeah.
couldn't, I tried to fight it and girl, I'm at the computer working. Next thing I know, like I'm waking up. Like I'm like, girl, go lay your ass down. Like this is unproductive. Like you didn't fell asleep on yourself like three, four times. You know what I'm saying? But she
Hmm.
was like, no. She was like, start working out. She was like, that's a programming that's deep in all of us. Like, your period is actually not taking energy from you, it's giving you energy. Like, we got to switch up our line of thinking, to get these period things back on track. And I was like, I hear you. I hear you. And I do remember being younger, because my periods have always sucked. But I never cramped. I didn't start cramping until I got older. That's probably when I developed the fibroids. I don't know. But I never really cramped. And I played a lot of sports. I used to be real, real physical. So there's something to that.
The
You know what I mean?
testosterone.
Yeah, there's something to that. Maybe everything's a lot more balanced. You know what I'm saying? And I do remember being real young and the women in my life at that time telling me, "Oh, you on your period? Okay, make sure you go extra hard." You know what I'm saying? Like with physical activity.
I heard that in the past, and way back in the day, whatever was way back is that the only time that we had our periods was when we wanted to have a
Have
child and
baby.
we cut it off.
Hmm.
We had that control of. We didn't. We're not even supposed to be bleeding every month, from what I heard, and I need to learn how to cut it off.
No, and you know what's funny is I have a cousin. I actually know a couple of women who do not bleed, and at first, doctors were telling them that, they were malnourished and malnutrition and blah blah blah. And I used to always think like that it just didn't feel right, and I feel
Mm,
like that's why because their body is probably that is a little bit more. I don't want to say the word pure, but old school, like it's
mm,
working properly.
right, right,
It's working
right.
properly, which is why they don't have, she would go months without having a period.
That's awesome. And I know in our foods and stuff, they got so much hormones. There's so much estrogen in everything. That
That's,
doesn't help. I know that affects it too. But I am more powerful than all that.
yeah.
And I just want to learn how to cut it off unless I need it for something
No, but
spiritual.
I mean, you're going through menopause, so it seems like your body is kind of wrapping that shit up.
Girl, you can go through menopause for over 20 years.
Ain't nobody got time for you and your statistics. You know too much. That's probably what the fuck is happening. You know what I mean? You didn't unintentionally programmed all this shit into your vessel, okay? Like that's
Okay. I need to switch it. I need to switch it. But what it was too, I just wanted to see if
oh,
it was
that'd be a
coming on.
good search for you with the chat GPT.
Mm,
Tell chat GPT to instruct it to search the web for women who have stopped their periods.
yeah, you right. You right. Cause yeah, I'm tired. It's and like mine, when you got the pre, right? So a week or so before my cycle, I'm just like you start feeling the exhaustion, then the cycle, all just exhausted, and then the recovery afterwards. I'm like, I got a week, 1 week a month
And
Well,
that's
look at me,
funny
I'm
too, because you
good.
know what else stopped the period? Birth
What?
control. I don't know if you how
Yeah,
you feel about that.
yeah. That's out. Totally out. That's not an option for me.
Yeah, I don't like.
I'm
I was a
sure
birth
somebody in the
most of my
comments will
life though.
tell
I ain't gonna lie.
us. I'm sure someone in the somebody can put in the comments. It's probably somebody listening right now. They're like, oh, all you gotta do is blah blah blah. Go ahead and put that down in the comments, please. All y'all that have some information and know some stuff, yeah, put it in the comments. Because I know I'm not the only one that feels like this. So
Um, yeah. So I don't really. I don't know. I've had experience, when I was pregnant, of course, and those few months not having a period was wonderful. But they
yes.
also had that birth control called the ring. And I enjoyed that because with that you can control your periods. Like you're supposed to take it out like during the time of your period, but if you keep it in, you just won't have a period. So that shit was
Well,
great. Only thing I didn't like about the ring was it would come out during sex. It's like this defeats the purpose, bro. Like like you get done, you look down, you're like, damn. Why
that's
are you
funny.
out
I
of
definitely want
there?
something natural. I definitely want something natural.
Yeah. But yeah,
Because I
look
used to
up
be
on
on
that chat
Depo.
GPT shit.
I'm gonna do that. Back in the day when I was on Depo, which now it's issues, we knew it was issues back then. But and I'm talking about back
That
in the day,
both used to fuck me up. I ain't gonna hold you. I would not
like,
stop bleeding. I would not stop.
you know what? And mine was opposite. That's when sometimes I would go without a period. Sometimes that was the only positive thing to me. And this is over, 30 years ago. You know, where I had friends whose hair was falling out from Depo. Mine was I was having just like crazy pains that I couldn't explain. But that was the only positive thing to me, which I don't want no Depo. And I'm not promoting Depo at all. But like I said, that was the only time where where sometimes I wouldn't have cycles. And I was like, oh, this is freaking wonderful. So yeah, that and pregnancy.
I don't want no more babies. I think Brady the only one want a baby child. Oh. Oh, okay. We'll say that for afterwards. All right. So, I don't know anything else about the periods.
Okay.
For what has been discussed here. Um, how old were y'all when y'all started y'all period? I was 9.
Oh, wow. I was 13.
I was 9.
I was 9 as well.
Oh, y'all were early. Maybe
Yeah.
that means that y'all cycles will stop sooner since y'all started so early.
Okay. Yeah, I was a whopping 9.
Wow. I had a friend, her mother started at 18.
Mhm.
That was like, what? 18.
I had a cousin that didn't start till 16. We thought that was amazing. But you know what was interesting is when I started my period, like that was like the common age for everyone else that was around me was like 16.
Really? My daughters, they both started at 10. And I think my mother said I think she said she started at 10. I'm glad I did. I'm glad mine started at 13. That's so
Yeah,
young.
it is so young. It is very young. It is very young. I look
Yeah,
back on that like, now that I have a little daughter, it's certain things that was happening early in my life where I'm just like, I don't want her to know about like, I don't know. We grew up fast. We grew up
exactly.
way too fucking fast.
Exactly. Exactly. My granddaughter is 11. So glad hers hasn't yet. Oh, I've been like, oh, I need hers to just
Oh,
wait and push it
yeah,
forward.
11. Wow. You
Yeah.
know, we grew up super fast. I mean, at 10, I was having conversations with my best friend about what she was gonna do if she was pregnant. Like, what? At 10? Like I can't believe some of this stuff, I'm avoiding certain boys. Like boys are trying to take my virginity at 10, like and they know that I'm 10. Like now I look back on that, that shit was crazy. Like
Yeah.
it was a lot of
Yeah.
shit. Anyway.
Yeah. All right.
Anyway, unless y'all got something else, let's wrap this thing. I don't know what y'all want to close us out with.
Um, Everybody is different, and women are very complex.
Mm.
And most Western medicine in the United States is based on 40-year-old white men. So your doctor is not, unless they, okay, I don't want to give any advice that,
This is for entertainment purposes only. And we hold
but
the rights to our intellectual work. This is our intellectual property, and we are not giving medical advice.
as somebody who's been in like nursing school, and I know what they teach, well, at least it's what they were teaching in, the early 2000s, but they told us straight up like these, um like who the studies were based on, and like, while we took this panel of people, and and they say like even the like, like, oh, when you drink alcohol when you're pregnant, like those studies are based on women who drink like a case of beer a day or more, like even the
Oh my
smoking is
God.
based on, yeah, the
Yep.
smoking is based on people who smoke 3 packs a day,
Yep.
you
That's
know. So it's really important that we sit with ourselves and get in tune with our bodies and listen to what our body's telling us, not to what some white coat is telling you.
Exactly.
Because most Western medicine is just not, it's fucking, I don't want to get this video taken down. Okay, let me calm down.
you don't even operate like that.
Well, I
Stop
don't want
the
to,
game.
like, yeah, like pharmaceuticals, they're, most of them are just synthetic materials made from, to duplicate natural
Real
things.
shit.
Because
Yeah.
can't patent uh, a chase tree berry. You can't patent it.
Right.
Anybody can grow it. Anybody can sell it. But you can duplicate its compounds in a lab, and then you can take that recipe and you can patent that, and then you can sell it as something that helps you with the same symptoms as a chase tree berry would. You know,
Yeah, but you got to add a little sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle so that they keep coming back to buy that. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
we're going to get you feeling good enough to where you like, oh, it works, but not good enough to where you alleviate. You know what I
Right.
mean? We're going to keep you coming back. You know what I'm saying?
In the side of that.
yes. And I witnessed like doctors just pushing antibiotics and stuff that the pharmaceuticals wanted them to push, because
Yeah.
the hospital was getting millions of dollars for it.
Yep.
And I always wanted to be like a DON, or like a, a physician's assistant, like my aunt, right? So I would talk to the DONs and stuff that I worked with, and all they did all day was record patients' symptoms and write research papers for the pharmaceutical companies so
Mhm.
they could get the grants. They
And
call
this is
them
the
grants.
director of nurses. Okay.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's the DON, yeah.
Like it's
Um,
crazy work.
yeah, and that's all they did all day. And I'm like thinking that they're like saving lives and all this stuff. Like, no, they're writing research papers, and most of them want to freaking quit because they hate their job so much.
Mhm. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's important to listen to your body.
Listen to your body, especially those mommies out there. Don't let them pop that fear up into you. You know what I
Yeah.
Hmm.
mean?
Right.
Listen
Get
to
yourself a
your
doula.
body.
Get yourself
Listen.
a midwife, have a water birth, something
That's so
like that.
important.
Yeah.
That's so important. That just popped in
Yeah.
my head. I know a couple that's having a baby right now and they just pumping her head up full of trash. And I'm like, don't listen to them. Trying to keep you coming
Yeah.
back. Like reel you in, reel that bill on in. You know, it's
And
disgusting, but it's true.
I hear so many statistics about melanated women going to Western medicine doctors and dying. And it's so sad. It's like because these guys don't know how to they treat you
Diagnosed.
like I'm just
They
gonna
think
say it.
they stuff up.
My body is not the same as a melanated woman's body. You
Right.
know, it's not. Like if you
Right.
just because you're more melanated, you already have more cells because it takes more cells. Anyway, um, I'm not educated enough to talk on that topic. Sound like
But we
fucking
get it. We get
RFK Jr. up in here.
it. We get it. We get it. Power to the people.
Yeah, yeah, it's really important if you are going to go to a medical physician or someone to help you that it's someone who understands your body and
Mm.
someone who looks like you because someone who looks like you is going to know what you need more than somebody who doesn't. And that's
Mhm.
why I don't get like male gynecologists. I just don't get it.
That
You
just
I
know
popped
don't
that
in my
get
head
it.
when you said that.
that's funny you say that because believe it or not, okay, I guess I'm going on another side. Growing up, the female now my last female gynecologist, oh, that I told you about, wonderful, loved her. She was wonderful, won awards. She's so great. You know what I'm saying? But growing up,
Mm. Like, mm.
Powerful, whatever shoes.
No, but I feel what she was gonna say because I thought, wow, you know, because I am who I am. But I feel like the men were better at their jobs.
that too. And I'm not, and I know that's not for all of them because, like I said, the one I have
Some
now
of
is
them
the
were
one,
creepers, of course, but
right? But I know there's wonderful female OBGYNs out there. I'm just talking about my specific situations. I only had a few doctors back in the day, and the men were nice and sweet and gentle, and the women were like, "Oh, you have a vagina too. What is wrong with you?"
yes, I can
Hurt.
vouch for that, especially because you know I don't participate in none of that shit anymore.
Right,
But
right.
you know, probably up until I was like 22, 23. You know, since I had been 16 up until 22, you know, I was going regularly doing my year checkup and all that shit. And that pelvic exam, you know,
Yes,
oh man, like every chick, you right, like ugh. But when I had the males, you know, they were a lot more gentle. Um, and especially this time having you know, a specialist when I was pregnant, you know what I mean, was a male. He was the coolest dude on the planet. And my midwife, okay, was a female and fuck her. I love her, but fuck her. So these are just our experiences. I don't know, but I've had better experiences with the males than the females.
I have to, except recently. So
Yeah.
yeah, she's wonderful.
Maybe
My
it's just
phone keeps
the
freezing.
Midwest, but like every male doctor that I've had has like some kind of drama going on where he gets caught up with women. And it's like, what the fuck? Like, and I come from a small town, and it's like, I had the same doctor my whole life from birth till he freaking passed away.
Yeah,
Wow.
Like,
that could
yeah,
be. to small town.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like right before he retired, he got into like controversy. Basically, they're saying he was forced to retire or whatever. I don't know. Whatever. Because of some playing around with nurses or something. I don't know.
Oh, what kind of energy
But
you be attracted over there, Birdie K?
I don't understand.
Like you're like some movie, you like an action pack, huh?
And then when I first started going to the chiropractor, like I thought he was getting a little too close to like my butt hole with his
Mm,
penis. Like, because he would push up on me when he was like stretching my whatever, manually adjusting.
mm.
And then I find out that like him and his wife are like swingers and like go on vacations with other couples and they like
Oh.
swap.
He was like hubba hubba.
Yeah.
Like
And
he
then
had
and then
Feel
other
that?
people that went to him came out and said that he was a little too
Handsy.
touchy.
uh handsy, yeah, with them as well. So like wow, what the fuck? I'm glad I stopped going to him and switched it
Wow.
up. But yeah.
Now
Yeah,
you
I remember that doctor in that small town that had, got most of the women pregnant. They had babies. Horrible. He would
What?
put them to sleep and have sex with them, and it was like buku children that these women were one. Some of these women were like they didn't know how they got pregnant. They did not know how they got pregnant. It was like I'm not having sex. I don't know how I'm pregnant. Yeah, like a lot of kids, like way over 50.
How did he get caught?
I don't know. I don't remember. I know I gotta look that story up. I don't know. It was a big deal. It's in a small
That's
town.
wild.
Yep. Terrible.
Yeah.
mm.
Those are my closing remarks. Janita?
It looked like she was like
My phone keeps freezing.
All right, y'all. We love y'all so much. Thank y'all for tuning in. Our random ass episodes, kind of all over the place, but
It was
everything
good
worked and made sense. You know what I'm talking about? But anyway, we love y'all. Thanks for chilling with us. You know what I'm saying? Next time y'all bring y'all glasses of wine and come on in
though.
and
Right.
get in this chat and have a discussion with us. You know what I mean? Like, see what's popping. See what's popping. Peace. Anyway, we love y'all so much. Peace, love, and bliss.
Bye. In
Peace.
your heart, boo. In
What? Through your
your
heart,
heart, boo.
boo.
In your heart, boo.